In this video, I am going to solve KCET 2019 Mathematics paper part 2 from question number 11 to 20. So let us see the question of question number 11. In this case, find the foot of the perpendicular drawn from the point to the plane. So I am solving this question by using a formula. So we know that one formula, foot of the perpendicular, foot considered as x, y, z. This is required. We have to find out x, y, z of the perpendicular from the drawn from the given point. From the given point is considered as x1, y1, z1 to the plane. So to the plane here in this case general. Ax plus by plus cz plus d is equal to 0 is x minus x1 divided by a equal to y minus y1 divided by b equal to z minus z1 divided by c is equal to minus of ax1 plus by1 plus cz1 plus d divided by a square plus b square plus c square. Using this formula, we have to find out the required point in this case. So in this case, x1, y1, z1, this is the x1, y1, z1. So x1, y1, z1 are 1, 3, 4. And ABC are the direction ratios of the normal to the plane. So A is equal to 2, B is equal to minus 1, C is equal to 1 and D is equal to 3. Substitute these values to this equation, we get the required answer. So in this case, x minus x1, so 1 divided by a 2 equal to y minus 3 divided by b minus 1 equal to z minus z1 4 divided by c 1 is equal to minus of a into x1 2 into 1 2 plus b into y1 minus 1 into plus 3 minus 3 plus c into z1 c1 into 4 4 plus d, here d is 3 divided by a square plus b square plus c square, a square 2 square 4 plus b square 1 square 1 plus 1 square 4. So in this case 6. So here plus 3 minus 3 cancel, it becomes plus 4 plus 2 6, 6 by 6 minus 1 here in this case. So this is the equation. This equation satisfy which of the following option that is correct in this case. So here in this case we take A, option A, put x is equal to minus 3 minus 1 minus 4 divided by 2 minus 2 is not equal to minus 1. So this option is wrong. Next we take second option, put x is equal to 1 minus 1 0 is not equal to minus 1. This is also wrong. Next we take third option, x is equal to 0 means minus 1 by 2. This becomes minus 1 by 2 is not equal to minus 1. So this is also wrong. So substitute option D here in this case correct. So put x is equal to minus 1 minus 2 divided by plus 2 minus 1. X is here y is equal to 4 minus 1 1 by minus 1 equal to minus 1. Put z is equal to 3 minus 4 plus 1 3 minus 4 sorry see 3 minus 4 minus 1 divided by plus 1 equal to minus 1. So this equation satisfy only by the option D. So D is correct in this case. So this is easy question. Most of the students solve this question. Take down. Now let us move on to the question number 12. This question based on the chapter once again 3D. Usually they ask 5 or 6 question on this chapter in KCET. Let us be take in this case second question. So it is particularly depends on the angle between the line and plane. So here we have to find out the acute angle between the line. If line is there, it has one parallel vector that is called B. Here in this case direction ratios of B are 2 minus 1 plus 1 and the plane. If plane is there, it has one normal. So direction ratios of normal are xyz coefficient n, 3, -4, -1. So here in this case we have to find out the angle between the line and plane. So using the formula, we know that the formula sin pi. So this is a repeated question in KCET exams. So second time repeated. So using the formula sin pi is equal to what? B dot n divided by magnitude of B dot B into magnitude of n. So using this formula we have to find out the angle between the line and plane. In this case pi is the angle, required angle. So here substitute the values. Sin pi is equal to B dot n, nothing but 2 into 3 6, minus into minus plus 4, next minus 1 divided by magnitude of B, 2 square 4 plus 1 square 1 plus 1 square 1 6 into square root of 3 square 9 plus 1 square 1 10, 4 square 16, it becomes 26. So now it can be written as 6 plus 4, 10 minus 1, 9 divided by 156. In this case this is, so 156 can be written as into square root of 156 as it is. So now answer is obtained. In this case pi is equal to sin inverse of 9 divided by square root of 156. So no option match with this answer. So further simplification is there in this case. So first in this case we have to find out pi. Pi is equal to sin inverse of 9 divided by square root of 156. So it can be written as in terms of cos inverse. Cos inverse is equal to square root of 1 minus x square. This is x square, x. So we have to find out 1 minus x square in this case. It is the formula. So 9 square 81 divided by 156. So simplify this, we get the answer. Here in this case 156 minus 81, 75 divided by 156. So now simplification, we get cos inverse of 156 in this case 25, 75 in this case 25 divided by 52. So 5, 3 5s are 3 2s are. Okay. So now pi becomes cos inverse of 25 becomes 5 divided by square root of, in this case 4 13s are 52, 4 take outside, 2 root of 13, 2 into square root of 13. So this is the required answer. So pi is equal to cos inverse of 5 divided by 2 root of 2 into root of 13. So this option match with the option B. So option B is correct in this case. This is easy question. All the students solve this question easily because they have already solved this type of question in NCERT textbook. They ask this type of question in theory examination also. It carries 3 marks. Here it carries 1 mark. Take down. Now let us move on to the question number 13. Once again this question based on the chapter 3D, particularly this question based on the topic find the distance of a point from the line in this case. Okay, so now let us see the question. The distance of the point 1, 2, 1 from the line. So here point is there 1, 2, 1. This is x1, y1, z1 from the line. So this is line equation is given, x minus 1 by 2, y minus 2 by 1 is equal to z minus 3 by 2. So we have to find out the distance of this point from the line D. So using the formula we have to find out this answer of this question. So we know that the formula, so here in this case this is called as alpha, vector alpha. So formula D is equal to magnitude of alpha minus a minus alpha. It can be written as a minus alpha in this case. A minus alpha cross B divided by magnitude of B. So in this case alpha is, this is A is the given point on this line, that is called 1, 2, 3. So here in this case A is position vector of the given point on this line, nothing but 1, 2, 3. So and then B is the, here line is there, it has one parallel vector, that is B. Direction ratios of B are in this case 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Using alpha, A, beta, we have to find out the D. In this case, this is the D. So D is equal to A minus alpha. So here alpha 1 minus 1 0, 0. So this is the determinant, cross product is there. First row contains I, J, K. Second row contains scalar components of A minus alpha, 1 minus 1 0, 2 minus 2 0, 3 minus 1 2. Now scalar components of B 2 1 2, 2 1 2. So magnitude divided by magnitude of B. So it is equal to expansion of this determinant along the third row. So in this case it becomes minus 2 of I minus 2j cap. So divided by magnitude of B 2 square 4, 2 square 4. Now 4 plus 4 8 plus 1 square 1, square root of 9 nothing but 3. So now we have to find out the magnitude. So here in this case we have to find out magnitude, nothing but what, square root of 2 minus 2 square 4 minus 2 into minus 2 plus 4 square plus 16 divided by 3. So 16 plus 4 square root of 20 divided by 3. 20 can be written as 4 5s are 20. It can be written as 2 root 5. 2 root 5 divided by 3 is the correct answer. So required distance is 2 root 5 divided by 3. So 2 root 5 divided by 3, option C is correct. So this is moderate problem. Few students attend this question easily because we have to find out in NCERT textbook, find the distance of a point from the plane. Here in this case we have to find out the point of a distance of a point from the line is in this case. So this is difficult. So most of the students solve this question. Take down. Now let us move on to the question number 14. Once again this question based on the chapter 3D which belongs to the first year. Here in this case we have to find out xy plane divides the line joining the points, these two given points. Here in this case this is called x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, z2 in the ratio what? So I am not solving this question by an usual method because this is lengthy process, it carries 3 marks, but here it carries only 1 mark. I am solving this question by a shortcut method. So easy shortcut method is there. Here xy plane divides, so answer directly we can write in the ratio is equal to minus z1 divided by z2. So minus z1 here is what, minus as it is, z1 minus 5 divided by z2 minus 3. So minus get cancelled, minus 5 by 3. So the required ratio xy plane divides the line joining the 2 points in the ratio is 5 by 3. Here minus is there externally. Of course plus is there internally. So in this case required ratio is, therefore required ratio is 5:3, minus is there externally. So this is the answer. Option in this case option A is correct. This is easy question. All the students solve this question. Take down. Now let us move on to the question number 15. This question based on the chapter linear inequality which belongs to the first year. So let us see the question. The shaded region. This is the shaded region. So shaded region nothing but feasible region. Solution region R. So in the figure is the solution of the inequation. We have to find out the inequation satisfies this solution region in this case. So first See the graph of this question. So here in this case, this line passing through the point 0, 4, 6, 0 satisfies the equation 4x plus 5y is equal to 20. 4x plus 5y is equal to 20. So now this is passing through the 10, 0, 0, 3. This line satisfies by equation 3x plus 10y equal to 30. So this is parallel to y axis. So it passing through the 6, 0. So here y is equal to x is equal to 6. So in this case, so solution region, this is solution region. This line, solution of this line is away from the origin. Hence, it takes equality replaced by greater than or equal. And solution region of this line towards the origin. So it satisfies the origin. It satisfies origin means what? In this case, it takes less than or equal. So now x is equal to 6. Solution region of this line is also towards the origin. So it satisfies origin, hence it takes x is less than or equal to 6. This is the required inequation. These three inequations simultaneously satisfies this feasible region, hence these are the correct. So which option satisfies these options? These options. So option D correct in this case. So easy question, all the students solve this question. Take down. Now let us move on to the question number 16. This question based on the chapter determinant. Now let us see the question. The constant term in this expansion. I am not solving this question by an usual method because this is lengthy process. It means what? We have to expansion this determinant. We get the one answer, nothing but in terms of either cubic or quadratic. We have to identify the constant term. So in this case, constant term means what? X is in the constant term, x is not there. So in this case, we have to put x is equal to 0, we get the required answer. So put x is equal to 0, this becomes 0 plus 1, 1, minus 1, 2, minus 1, 2, plus 1, here minus 2, plus 1, minus 1. Expansion this, we get the required answer. So 1 into, so first row, expansion along first row, 1 into minus 2, minus 1, plus 1, delete first row, second column, plus 1, plus 3, plus 2, sorry, plus 2. Next, last point, 2, delete first row, third column, remaining 2 cross 2 determinant, minus 1, plus 4, 2 2s are 4. So in this case, minus 3, plus 3, 4 minus 1, 3, 3 2s are 6, plus 3 minus 3 cancel, 6. So 6 is the constant term in this expansion. So option A is correct. Easy question. Most of the students solve this question in usual method, but I am solving this question by a shortcut method. Take down. Now let us move on to the question number 17. This question based on the chapter continuity and differentiation, particularly find the differentiation, find the derivative at particular point. Let us see the question in this case. If this is greatest integer function is given, in this case this is greatest integer function, f of x included this greatest integer function, then find the f dash of pi by 2. First we have to find out f dash of x and then substitute x is equal to pi by 2, we get the required answer. So now we take f of x is equal to x. This is the constant of constant function at x is equal to pi by 2, because pi by 2 is 3 point something, 3 point something divided by 2 means what? 1 point something, it becomes constant. So constant function at x is equal to pi by 2 minus cos x as it is. This is the given function. We have to find out f dash of x. Now differentiate with respect to x on both sides. F dash of x is equal to x1, constant function becomes 0. Derivative of constant function is what? 0. Minus here cos x is there. differentiation of cos x minus sin x minus into minus plus sin x. Now find the value of f dash of pi by 2, nothing but put x is equal to pi by 2. X is replaced with pi by 2, 1 plus sin pi by 2. Sin pi by 2 once again 1, this is value 1, 1 plus 1 equal to the 2. 2 is the required answer. So here option B is correct. Easy question, all the students solve this question. Take down. Now let us move on to the question number 18. This question based on the chapter once again continuity and differentiation, particularly continuity at a point in this case. So here f of x is given, this function split at the point 0, less than 0 and greater than 0 same function. Here x is less than 0 or x is greater than 0, but at x is equal to 0 k minus 2. So it is given, in this case it is continuous at x is equal to 0, then find the k value. Using the definition of continuity at a point, we have to find out the k value. So in this case continuity at that already given, it is continuous at x is equal to 0 means f of 0 equal to the limit x tends to 0 f of x. Here x directly we can find out x tends to 0 because the function is same for both LHL and RHL. So here sin 3x divided by e power 2x minus 1. So here f of 0 is given, k minus 2 is equal to find the limit of this function. So this is 0 by 0 form in this case. Put x is equal to 0, sin 0 0, e power 0 1 minus 1 0. So using LHR rule, we have to find out the limit of this function in right hand side. So differentiate the numerator with respect to x, 3 cos 3x. Again differentiate denominator with respect to x, 2 e power 2x minus 1 becomes 0. Here 0 by 0 form is gone. Now apply the limit. In this case cos 0 1 into 3 3 divided by e power 0 1 1 into 2 2. K minus 2 is equal to 3 by 2. Now k is equal to 3 by 2 plus 2. 2 2 is a 4 plus 3, 7 by 2 is the answer. So here k value is 7 by 2. No one option match with this answer. So options are wrong. In this case grace mark allotted in grace mark is allotted to this question in KCET 2019. So easy question, all the students solve this question. Take down. Now let us move on to the question number 19. Once again this question based on the chapter continuity and differentiation, particularly differentiation of inverse trigonometric functions. Let us see the question here. F of x is equal to sine inverse of 2 power x plus 1. It can be written as 2 into 2 power x divided by 1 plus 4 to the power of x can be written as 2 power x to the power of 2. Our convenient, it can be written as this type. So here in this case substitution is need. So we need substitution. 2 power x, put 2 power x is equal to tan theta. Now this implies theta is equal to tan inverse of 2 power x. So now substitute this value. In this case sine inverse of 2 into tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. So we know that the formula sine 2 theta in terms of tan, 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta. So 2 tan theta divided by 1 plus tan square theta, nothing but what? Sine 2 theta. Now sine, sine cancel, it becomes 2 theta. Now substitute the theta value. F of x becomes 2 into tan inverse of 2 power x. Now write time to differentiate with respect to x on both sides. This is known form. Now differentiate with respect to x on both sides. F dash of x is equal to 2 into tan inverse x, nothing but 1 divided by 1 plus x square, again 4 to the power of x. Again differentiate 2 power x into log 2. So this is not an answer because we need in this case f dash of 0. So put x is equal to 0, we get the required answer. So x is equal to 0 means what? 2 as it is, 2 power 0 1, log 2 as it is, divided by 4 power 0 1, 1 plus 1 2, 2 2 get cancelled. So log 2 is the answer of this question. Option C is correct. This is easy question, all the students solve this question. this type of question, they has this type of question in theory examination also. It carries 3 marks. A repeated question in theory, here it carries 1 mark. Take down. Now let us move on to the question number 20. This question, last question of this video. This question based on the chapter continuity and differentiation, particularly differentiation of parametric form, derivative of the parametric form of the functions. Here parametric form are given. So here in this case we have to find out d square y by dx square. First we have to find out dy by dx. So here dy by dx is equal to what? Y in terms of theta. So dy by d theta. Here x is also in terms of theta, dx by d theta. Dy by d theta nothing but what? 2a tan theta, again differentiate tan theta secant square theta, divided by dx by d theta, 2a secant theta, again differentiate secant theta into tan theta, secant square theta, it becomes secant square theta into tan theta. Here secant square theta, 2a, tan theta get cancelled, it becomes 1. Now once again differentiate with respect to x, dy by dx, d square y by dx square. So differentiation of constant is 0. Answer of this question is 0. So option B is correct. So easy question, all the students solve this question. So they has this type of question in theory examination also. It carries 2 or 3 marks. Take down.